Hi and welcome to this very quick demonstration of the Dux SA9120 reel-to-reel tape recorder. Mechanically, this machine is identical to a Philips machine that goes under the designation EL3548. Philips purchased the Swedish radio company Dux in the 1930s or 40s, and at that point they started also distributing Philips machines under the Dux name. So this is essentially a Philips machine. The mechanics is completely Philips, but I believe that the EL3548 has a slightly different casing. We'll go through the different controls as we run a tape through. First we're going to turn it on by, there's a power switch in the volume control. Put an empty reel on the right hand side, full reel on the left side, and thread it through. And once we've done that, we can press play. This machine is fully button operated, which makes it easy to work with. There's a fast wind forward, stop, play here. There's a pause button, which unusually enough doesn't release when you press it again. You have to press it forward. This is a 4-track machine, which means you've got 4 tracks to record on, 2 on each side. And this here is the track selector. We flip that over, we hear the other set of tracks, and we can even listen to them at the same time, which is a bit of a cacophony here. But if we wanted to make 2 different recordings on the 2 tracks that we want to listen to together, for instance for some sort of a trick recording, if we want to sing with ourselves or talk to ourselves, or we want to have some sort of language lesson, we can do that. The 2 remaining controls here are a tone control, and a control that doesn't have any effect during playback, and that's the recording level for the radio and gramophone input. The tone control also doubles as a volume control for the microphone input, which might not be the best of solutions, because it means that if you're making a microphone recording, every time you want to listen, wind back the tape and listen, you've got to turn the tone control up or you lose all the treble. This machine has 2 speeds, which was very common in those days. This is 1 7/8 of an inch per second. Turning this knob up, we get 3 3/4 inch per second, which is faster than the tape is recorded at, and therefore we get this chipmunk effect. And finally we've got a tape counter here, which is reset using this button. And we have a indicator tube here, which indicates the recording level. And playback, you just get these green bands at the end to indicate the machine is on, like a type of pilot light. But when you're recording, those bands move towards each other, and if they hit this red zone in the middle, it means the recording level is too high. Finally, there's a record button here on the left. If you want to record, you press record and play at the same time, and then the machine switches over to the recording position. The machine is a bit of a hybrid. It's got, if I remember correctly, transistors for the input stage, but tubes for the output stage, and the recording level indicator. Also typical of Philips of that era. Most manufacturers went for either valve or tube or transistor, but in this case they've done a hybrid solution. So that concludes our demonstration of the Philips EL3548 reel-to-reel tape recorder, also known as the Dux SA9120. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.